The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Melrose Pharmacy.
Maybe you go to one of these so-called big box pharmacies. They're everywhere, they're convenient, but there are still some local mom and pop style pharmacies. And for some, they can make medications not only more affordable, but more customizable. Melrose Pharmacy is an independent pharmacy here in Phoenix, and owner Teresa Dickinson is here to talk about some of the advantages of getting your scripts filled the old-fashioned way. Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
So is it more affordable to go independent?
Well, it can be, yeah. Usually if you take insurance, it's going to be your same copay, whether you go to an independent or a chain. But we also have customized medication, so we can compound and make things that are not commercially available, like women's hormones. We also have like the tirzepatide and semaglutide that everyone's looking for. So we do have a lot of options with better service.
And when you talk about customizable, for me, I know when my kids were little, there would be this bright red cherry flavoring in their medicines. And is an independent pharmacy able to compound medications for kids without some of the dyes that we're all trying to avoid?
Yeah, we absolutely can. And then we are able to compound anything that's not commercially available. So when you have antibiotics that someone has an allergy to, then we can do something different.
And maybe there's a specific dose of a medication that's not commercially available, like this comes in 20 milligrams and 40, but not 30, things like that?
It's not supposed to be for that. It's supposed to be for when meds are discontinued. For a while, there was ibuprofen and Tylenol shortage. We were able to make it then. But now we also do women's hormones that aren't commercially available. So we can make creams and lozenges that people put in their mouths to help women with their hot flashes and, you know, sex drive.
Right, and I feel like maybe a pharmacist at a big box doesn't have as much time to talk with women about that kind of thing, whereas at an independent pharmacy, maybe the pharmacist has a little more time and gets to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, I get to know my customers. Like, I know their names when they walk in the door. So, and then I also do hormone consults, so I will sit down with women, spend about an hour to go through the details of their symptoms and figure out what dosage they should be on, do recommendations to their doctors on what they should have, and then get the prescription filled for them.
I feel like people are talking about that way more than they used to. Maybe it's just because I'm around that age, so my antennae are up, but I feel like more women are talking about that, are interested in knowing about it, and are open to hormone therapy.
Yeah, absolutely. It changes everyone's lives. And then they don't need other commercially available medications. If you don't need to take your sleep medication, antidepressants, you know, it can really change someone's life.
Oh, that is so interesting. In terms of creams, right, if you're formulating it, you can use a specific base, right, because you're compounding it right there. Yeah,
make different formulas. Oh, they're not commercially available because they're not patentable. So, you know, so we are able to make something that's not available for people.
Aside from the obvious, which is I'm sure it's very hard to compete price-wise with the big box pharmacies, what are some of the challenges faced by independents?
Independents have a horrible time dealing with the PBMs, or the pharmacy benefit managers. They have taken over the healthcare system, and so independents are having a hard time getting paid even above our cost. So right now we're being very vocal on trying to get some legislation. The legislation is bipartisan accepted, so HR 9096 is a big one. That it's called the Pharmacists Fight Back Act, and that we're trying to prioritize patients and pharmacies over profits for the PBMs.
Thank you so much, Teresa. Melrose Pharmacy. For more information on Melrose Pharmacy or anything we talked about, check out our website, cw7az.com. Thanks again so much.
Thanks.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Melrose Pharmacy.